Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrew. So this is the conclusion video to my series about religion. Now I do my conclusion videos a little different than I do my normal videos. So for my conclusion videos, I think about all of the videos that I filmed for that series, the stuff I learned, any comments and thoughts that I got from other people, and basically, I write up a summary of my thoughts on that topic, and I do a full written version of it, and then I read it for you guys. I find that way, although normally my videos are just, if there is even a script in front of me, it's just a couple bullet points, either with like facts so that I make sure I get them right, or like a couple ideas that I want to absolutely make sure I get in my videos. I do my conclusion videos a little different. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have fully admitted I do not like the structure within any religion. For example, the Vatican in Catholicism. I see this structure as human construct and therefore flawed. If power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely, meaning there is much potential for abuse, control, and exploitation. That being said, as I have said in almost every video I made in my religious series, when it comes to religion, I have absolutely no problem with you believing what you believe. Using the same example, I may have a problem with the idea of the Vatican, but I do not have a problem with you being Catholic. I also believe when it comes to religion, you should be able to choose what to be freely without consequence or judgment. My problem comes when people tell me what to do because they think they are morally superior to me in some way. But that is not a religious problem. That is a human problem. People are judgmental when they believe differently to others. Both religious and non-religious people do this. Now, not every religious and non-religious person does this, but as I have said before, a very vocal minority can ruin it for everyone else. I have had many religious friends from many different religions over the years. My ex of 10 years was extremely devout in her religious beliefs. I actually reached out to her and asked if she would come on and have a discussion about religion with me. I knew it was a long shot, and it unfortunately doesn't look possible, at least for this foreseeable future, but I wanted to show people that it could be done. I wanted to show people that when two people had completely opposing views, they could still discuss their beliefs in a positive manner because they respected each other even when they disagreed. My friends, my ex, and I could all get into amazing conversations about religion. You could not believe the depths and the scopes of things that we talked about. How could we do this? Well, first, none of us were stuck on just trying to prove that we were right and everyone else was wrong. You're never going to have an enlightening discussion with someone if that is the energy you bring. Secondly, we respected each other enough to spend time to learn about each other's beliefs. How do you have an in-depth, enlightening conversation with anyone if you are too lazy or refuse to look at anything other than what you believe, or even worse, what you have been told to believe? I respect people with all types of religious beliefs. My respect grows for you if you have challenged those beliefs in a real, legitimate way. I don't care if you challenge them in a legitimate way and become stronger in your beliefs. I don't care if you challenge them in a legitimate way and change your mind. Either way, I respect you for having the strength and courage it takes to do that. Excuse me, just gonna get a drink of coffee. Although I do not believe in religion, I have learned about every religion I can get any information on. But I don't agree with any religion's teachings, so why would I do such a thing? Well, because I find religion a very interesting topic, and I enjoy learning about something if I find it interesting. When has it become a thing in society that you can't learn about something that you disagree with? That way of thinking severely narrows your worldview, and you and only you lose out when that happens. No one else. I enjoy listening to every genre of music except country. For some reason, I just don't generally like country music. Now, that's not true for every country song, but Even though I don't like a song, it doesn't mean that I can't appreciate the musicality in that song. It doesn't mean I can't appreciate the effort that I know that someone put into making that song. It doesn't mean that I can't appreciate clever lyrics in a song, even if I don't like that song. I may not agree with any religion, but I can appreciate that the teachings, although flawed, are generally trying to show people how to live good lives. I can also see the beauty in most religions. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful religions in the world is Islam. Now, I may not like that people will take the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and twist them into something evil, allowing them and their followers to fly planes into buildings, blow things up, and kill numerous people. But this is not an Islamic problem. This is a human problem. Every religion has extremists that twist what is beautiful and turn it evil. People from every religion have taken what their god or gods have said and used it to excuse countless atrocity throughout the years. Look at Christianity. How many people were murdered in the Crusades to take back the Holy Land? Did they really think God would be pleased with them? I can just imagine a conversation between them and God. Hey, we took back the Holy Land for you, God. And God answers, okay, but how many people did you kill to do that? Did you not realize that following the commandments are important? What's that sixth commandment again? I hear atheists say, well, we can't manipulate a God's word like that because we don't believe. You're right, that's true. But you could still kill people for whatever reason. You could still fly a plane into a building or set off a bomb if you chose to. Again, this is a human problem, not a religious or non-religious problem. If someone truly wants to commit an evil act, they will find a way to do it. They may hide behind some bullshit, fucked up reasoning, whether that be religious or not, but in my opinion, that's just a form of cowardice. Islam teaches that everyone has God-given dignity and should be respected regardless of faith, race, ethnic origin, gender, or social status because everyone is created by God, or in their case, Allah. The Quran teaches that God gives final judgment for every human. How then were the terrorists on 9/11 or any Islamic terrorists true followers of Islam? They aren't. They are just humans doing evil. The Bible teaches about not judging others. That is solely the job of God. The Bible teaches that all humans were made in the image of God and as such, all life is sacred. How then were the Planned Parenthood shooters or the majority of school shooters in the States and other Christian terrorists true Christians? They aren't. They are just humans doing evil. They aren't pro-life. You can't kill someone and then claim to be pro-life. And they sure as hell aren't Christian. It is a sad fact, unfortunately, that there is a lot of evil and intolerance in this world. But instead of fighting evil and intolerance with evil and intolerance, try fighting it with love and respect instead. In one of my first ever videos, I talked about respect being the answer to a lot of the problems currently plaguing humanity. I will post that in the bubble above if you would like to take a look at it. I now realize I also need to add love to that answer. I understand that media outlets run more negative stories because positive stories don't get as many views. But we really need to start changing how we show terroristic events on the media, no matter who perpetrates those events. We should not talk about the perpetrator at all. Instead of talking about the shooter or the terrorist who flew into a building or someone who blew up a building, we should talk about the victims and share their stories. We should talk about the people that show bravery in the face of annihilation and share their stories. Instead of talking about the terrorists on 9/11, we should be talking about the firefighters that rushed into those buildings to save people knowing the buildings could collapse on them at any given moment. Instead of talking about the 9/11 terrorists, we should talk about Operation Yellow Ribbon and the love and sacrifice normal people made to make others comfortable in the wake of that horrible disaster. Now, if you don't know what Operation Yellow Ribbon is, I'm going to put a link to a video in the description below. It's not a link to a video of mine, but it is a link explaining what Operation Yellow Ribbon was and sharing the stories of that. Operation Yellow Ribbon was a show of love, selflessness, and respect on a scale rarely seen in this world, and it truly makes me proud to be Canadian. I always kind of get choked up thinking about what happened there, and I know that few will ever be able to do what they did on that scale, but showing respect to somebody, anybody, is easy. It's really easy, actually. Instead of telling someone you're right and they're wrong, don't judge them and ask why they believe what they believe. Who knows? Maybe you could have an amazing conversation with them and realize, wow, I never thought about it like that before. I've never liked labels. Labels are just a way for people to fit us into smaller and smaller categories so that they can inevitably dismiss us as the other and so therefore not worth their time. All sides do this. Again, it's a human problem. To those who would label everyone, remember that we are human first and foremost. Someone might be Christian, someone might be atheist, someone might be Muslim, someone might be Jewish, someone might be Hindu, someone might be whatever else. But each of those people is human first and foremost. Now, saying that, I understand that some labels are necessary. If I want medical advice, I would go to a doctor, not a homeless person. But why should a homeless person get less respect than that doctor? They are human first. Their suffering, unfortunate circumstances, trauma, and sometimes just stupid, dumb, bad luck should not define them. And why should a doctor, a priest, a cop be put on a pedestal? They all make mistakes like all of us do because they are human first. They should be respected but not put on a pedestal. I believe that everyone should be respected as human first and foremost, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a Christian, whether you're whatever. You're human first and foremost. And maybe if someone says to you they have a different religion than yours, or tells you that they don't believe at all, maybe from now on you should answer them with something along the lines of, hey, cool, we're both human. It doesn't bother me anymore when someone says, oh, you're wrong because you're agnostic. I have been told all sorts of things like how I'm going to hell, how I have no morals, how I cannot be a good person, etc., etc., etc. I have a thick skin and I can handle it, and quite honestly, I realize that those words are coming from ignorance and intolerance. That being said, do you know how good it feels when somebody I've never talked to before says something like, oh, cool, you're agnostic? Oh, what does that mean? What exactly do you believe? Showing that interest and that level of respect can brighten anybody's day. I will finish with this thought. If you want people to respect your religious beliefs, then please respect everybody else's beliefs in the same exact manner that you would wish yours to be treated and respected. It may just make the world a better place. Until the next video, I hope you have a good day, and remember, no matter what you believe or not believe when it comes to religion, thank you for all the positivity and positive things that you do for the world. You are a beautiful, amazing person. Have a good day.